It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Raiders and the Chiefs, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. Got him in, it's Brown. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. On first down, they go back to Pacheco. Somehow he was able to sidestep that first tackler, but still hit and taken down behind the line.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Now here's Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On fourth down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. So the Raiders backed up here to begin their first drive. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. They were probably just looking for a couple yards of breathing room, snapping the ball at their own 2. Well, they got a lot of breathing room.
And even knowing that offenses are as aggressive as they are now in the NFL, you still expect them to run the football in that situation. Why weren't they ready? Instead, it turns into a monster game and gets them way from the shadow of their own end zone.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. It's a big play there for Vegas. 42 yards. Minshew, 1st and 10. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. That's complete once again to Hopkins. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Again, it's Pacheco. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. That is caught. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. On 1st down, Mahomes. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. If the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive. That also found the end zone. Now, even more impressive to answer that one.
A second down run for Abdullah. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 52 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game.
First down, Las Vegas.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Minshew sets to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Las Vegas, first down.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. Here's Minshew. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Play action, it's Minshew. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Michael Dana in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Throwing on second down now, Minshew. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Trey Tucker, a 7-yard touchdown ground. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally...
Travis Kelce! And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 42 on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelce. Touchdown! Kelce, 26 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raiders heading out to take over. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Buying time to his left. Too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Again, Minshew looking to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. He's got it with the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now Minshew. Jacoby Myers in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. And Minshew will throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've reached halftime with getting through the break at record pace and right back to football. Third quarter, here we go. Welcome back. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Running from the gun, it's Abdullah. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. On the move to his left. He gets it left side to Johnson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They'll go for it. O'Connell. And it. Wait, they cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Mahomes now on first down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Throwing on first down. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. A good pickup there at 20 yards. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Open man right side is Rice. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. He got maybe a half-yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. That's to his running back, complete. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Butker on for the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. That time, a 9-play drive, and it culminates. Kelsey touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's O'Connell. It got his man complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. On 1st down, Abdullah. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Off the play fake, here's O'Connell. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, O'Connell. And he's got it.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So illegal touching, Charles, on the outside.
And a lot of people wonder if the quarterback should see that. No, it's not his job to understand if the receiver's inbounds or out of bounds. You just expect him to be there. But if he takes a step out, he essentially becomes ineligible. And that's not a tough one for an official to see, especially one standing on the sideline.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Myers. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Case. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Yellow, yellow.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
15.
At the 30-yard line.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
Now Mahomes. That one caught by Rice.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's a 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelsey, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Important extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it culminates in a Travis Kelsey touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
They try the right side with Abdullah. Down at the 25.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They go with Abdullah again. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. And now O'Connell. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stage. Can only tie it.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Nico Hardman. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return, and they've taken the lead. What an... right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So the Raiders now down 35-31, 30 seconds to go. They've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, and it winds up falling incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's 3rd down. O'Connell. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
From the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
It's showtime, baby.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Pacheco. And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half. And that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Kansas City.